Hey, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh, and this is Josh.
Hi.
And we're here indoors in a heated, nice, big, open area.
Much warmer.
Yeah, very happy about that.
Yeah.
And today we are talking about this guy right here, which we call the FT Flyer. You want to take a wild guess what FT stands for?
Fantastic.
No, stands for Flight Test.
Oh, that was my second guess.
But he's getting better. He's learning.
I'm learning.
And as you can see, it's sold by Hobby King, built by Flight Test. So if you guys purchase this bad boy, that's a little extra money for me.
Actually, he's half right. Everything in this plane is from Hobby King, but the plane itself is built by you or built by you guys out there. It's a scratch build.
Oh, scratch build.
Scratch build. You make it from scratch.
Built from scratch.
Built from scratch with love.
Sense.
Absolutely. Basically, guys, if you have a spare evening, you download the plans. We actually got these plans from RC groups, and it's called the Blu Dart, and it's actually derived from a plane a long time ago.
Yeah, can we fly it though?
You don't want me to talk about it?
Well, it looks like this is a really easy plane for me to fly.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll talk about it after we fly it because my friend Josh here does not want to wait.
Yeah.
Sound good?
All right, let's go.
Well, how about if I take it up first? That way if you crash it, we can talk about it flying.
Whatever. All right,
brother.
let's go.
Well, you know what?
Take it off.
You can put it on the ground. We can take it off.
Oh, it's got takeoff gear.
Yeah, it has a landing gear.
That's what the little wheelies
I guess right now it's a takeoff gear, and when we land, it'll be a landing gear, huh?
Yep.
How's that sound good?
Call it what it is.
All right, guys, we got it all trimmed out. All the controls are good to go. Now, just so you know, a good history of this plane. This plane was actually a RC version of a plane designed a long time ago. It was built out of balsa wood and tissue and rubber band powder. It was a free flight.
All right.
You want to guess what free?
No, let's just take it up in the air.
You don't want to hear the history of it?
No, people want to see it fly.
Okay, we'll fly and then talk about the history.
This is Flight Test.
Well, history is important too. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air.
It's not a history test, that's for darn sure.
All right.
There we go.
There we go, look at that.
All
Now,
right.
here's the neat thing about this, Josh. It is an incredibly easy plane to fly, but it's also really, really maneuverable. You're not going to get bored with this anytime soon because you're being a beginner, will be able to fly it, but then also someone that has a little bit more flight experience will be able to just have a ton of fun. It's very maneuverable, very, look how nice and tracks, doesn't it? See how nice that whips around there?
It flies slow, but it maneuvers really well.
Exactly.
So you can fly this in your living room, really.
And you know the neat thing about this is it's very easy to build. And that means also if you crash it, it's very easy to fix. One real cool thing about this is basically because it's so light and can fly so slow and it's so maneuverable, you can do lots of fun things with it. You can do loops.
There we go.
You like that?
Love it.
Wing overs. Now it doesn't have ailerons, so you can't really do rolls. But you can, almost hit girders and stuff with it.
Well, that's kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. You can fly through hoops of lights.
Yeah. How about Christmas tree light hoops?
You like that?
Yeah. Let's bring it on through there. See what we can do. Nice.
You like that?
There we go.
I've been having fun with it. Do you want to have some fun with it?
Yes. Please.
All right. Let's go ahead and land it.
Okay. It looks like something that I can't hurt very easily.
I think you'll do wonderful.
Almost like one of those unbreakable planes.
Okay, brother, here what I'm gonna do. I dialed some dual rates in for you. So basically, I was flying with the controls being here. I'm gonna dumb it down a little bit for you, okay?
Dumb it down.
Dumb it down, not because it needs to be dumbed down, because you're
It's
awesome.
not like I never heard that before.
Yeah, he's a good pilot, folks. At least you will be. All right, here, have the next strap of awesomeness.
Okay.
Now, guys, he is unhooked. No umbilical cord, no nothing. Look.
No belly button.
I'm not gonna be touching.
Mommy's not helping me today.
Mommy's not helping. All right, Josh, let's see what you can do.
Okay.
Nice, man.
Off the ground.
Off the ground.
Still off the ground. There's a heater. Love the heater.
Oh, look at that.
And that's where I'm gonna park it for today.
You know what? You've done a wonderful carrier landing onto that heater. Now let's just hope that the
this is
heater's
also an episode about where to hang your planes, and that's a good hanger
One
for it right
important
there.
thing for you guys to know too is heaters and foam usually don't mix. So let's just hope that the heater's not running right now because otherwise the plane could kind of, on itself. But
that's where we want to have it.
We'll go ahead and fish it down, and then we'll go ahead and show you how it's built and the ins and outs of it. All right, let's do it.
Go.
All right, Chad has retrieved it. Our director is also a great airplane retriever. And wow, well this is cool.
Yeah.
Fellas?
Well, we wanted to break it open and see what it looked like inside.
We wanted to give you a good breakdown, but this is a real good breakdown. So we can actually show it, and also we can explain how easy it would be to fix afterwards.
Okay.
All right, let's take it to the table.
All right.
All right, man. Well, what's the saying? Any flight you can walk?
Any flight that you don't die when you walk away from it, you're living.
Pretty darn awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty darn awesome.
And we put the Flight Test Flyer to the test.
We did. And you know what? It did have some battle damage, but it was actually a very easy fix. So you guys on the camera here, you can see, basically when it hit the bulbous heater, it knocked the motor off. And it's actually very quick, easy fix. Instant glue, my personal favorite is hot glue. Just slops them on the seams since it's a nice clean break. Sit it back on there, maybe even put some tape on there. At the very most, if you're not trusting it, go ahead and take some triangle stock. It's triangle cut balsa wood, glue it behind the motor mount. You're good to go.
Okay, let's talk about the parts to it.
Let's talk about the parts.
Actually, I have a parts list right here.
Don't you? Absolutely. And now for you guys out there, everything as far as what you can order from Hobby King will be linked on our site. You'll be able to see everything that we put in here and order it yourself. It's a very, very cheap and easy build.
Yeah, actually, all this stuff only cost, it was under like 38 bucks, right?
38 bucks without the radio, right?
Not bad, 38 bucks.
Everything but your radio is 38 bucks. And Hobby King actually sells a real nice 6-channel radio for about 30 bucks.
Okay.
So 60 bucks, you're flying.
And we got a GWS EP Propeller.
Yes.
Bent.
Hey, you know what, you brought up a good
Didn't come
point.
that way though.
Yeah, it didn't come that way. And for you guys, if you can see that little white stress mark, anytime you see something like this on your prop, do not fly it. Your temptation may be to keep flying, but that means that it's weak there. And a prop spinning, even this is a 1400 kV motor. That's some good RPMs. You don't want to have this meet your face or anyone else's face.
No.
Absolutely.
Not my face.
If I tape the wing on, because when you crash airplanes a lot, you want to be able to fix them quickly. So I basically made this so the wing's removable with 2 pieces of tape. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And inside, look, you'll have a nice open cockpit there.
The guts.
There's the guts of it. Here, I'll just hold this on. Basically, why don't you tell them what the motor is?
Motor, we have a... Where?
It's right there.
Where?
Right there.
You're not pointing very specific.
It's right there. Turnigy
2822 AZJ 7A 1400 kV. That stands for rotations per
volt. Yes. Very good.
Makes no sense. Brushless Outrunner.
That's this right here. That's what's on there. Plenty of power. It operates off of a 2-cell 500 milliamp battery pack, and that goes all the way back here. And we actually have a very good size. We love our Plush speed controllers, and we put that pretty much, if we can fit it in there, we'll put it in there. And this is a, go ahead and tell them.
It's a Turnigy Plush 18 amp speed controller.
There you go, Turnigy Plush 18 amp speed control. It looks big, but it's actually very, very light. We weighed it out. The weight difference is nominal. I'll tell you what, this is a good all-around speed control. Buy it, and that way in future planes with bigger projects, you can pop it in there.
Turnigy 500 MAH 2S20C Lipo pack.
That's this little guy right here.
That's that.
Battery. 2-cell. It could fly off a 3-cell, but that'd be some crazy power. I don't think you need that. Tell them about the servo, bud.
The servo. It was a Turnigy 1370A servo, and it's 3.7 grams.
And it is awesome. I'll tell you what, it's a very smooth servo, crazy light. It comes with a full hardware kit, all your screws that you need. Okay, I apologize. I forgot the servo screws to put in this. I built this and I never put the servo screws in there.
You're kidding.
For you guys out there, you don't want to do that, because basically it'd be really embarrassing if you lost your servo arm and you had no elevator or rudder control. You could fly into things. That'd be really bad.
Fly into things like a heater?
Yeah, like a heater, yeah.
So because you didn't put the screws in.
Well, no, it's not that.
See, setting me up to fail.
No, I didn't set them up to fail. It was honestly, it stayed intact. You had full control. It was just a crash.
Okay. Whatever you say. The only thing that I don't think you mentioned was the carbon fiber rod right here.
You know what? You're absolutely right. And for you guys out there, you can beef this plane up as much as you want to, or you can keep it lighter. We like to go in the middle, and Chad, our director, likes to beef things up, but still not compromise weight. And the best way to do that is with carbon fiber, and also something I'm growing more and more fond of every day. This is actually fiberglass rod, and it's sold by Hobby King. You get like 10 sticks for a very small amount of money. What is it, Chad?
Short or small?
I think it was like $1.
Like $1, like 10
Depending
sticks.
on how you count your money. So it could be a short amount of money or a small amount of money. Either way.
It's cheap. Basically, if you do something like this, you glue it, you strike anything, it's not going to hurt it. You like that? Do some more. Look at that. It doesn't hurt a thing. So this is a very easy way to make your plane stronger, so you can hit things like heaters without having many problems happen.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, and we have a 10-piece light plain plastic parts set.
Yep, and that is actually these little guys right here. That's your control horns. Very easy to install, very strong. And one thing for you guys out there, these are your control rods right here. It's just basic piano wire. Thin is good. If it's really, really thin, make sure you brace it in the middle. So with a piece of straw or something, so it doesn't bend and flex too much. But this is actually nice short coupled. It's plenty strong for what it does. It doesn't buckle or anything.
Okay. And the last thing we have is foam board.
Foam board.
Just simple foam board.
Simple foam board. Go to your craft store, go to your hardware store and get some flat fan fold, some blue foam, about 1/4 inch thick, or to go to your pack of tans or any craft store you may be around. For you guys abroad, I don't know what that would be, but it's about 6mm Depron. Okay. So that you can build it out of Depron.
All right, and the plans for this, you actually cut all this out using plans that you printed off of the WWW, the World Wide Web,
Yes.
And we have those printed out right here.
Actually, it's RC groups.
Okay.
RC groups. For you guys out there, we'll get you a link to the exact thread. It's about 300 pages long. A lot of people have built this plane, had great success. There's a whole variety. There's ones that look just like this called the Blu Dart, but there's also ones that model like P-40s, P-51 Mustangs. There's tons out there. They all fly wonderful. From what I'm understanding, there'll be threads on the builds on them. You can go to that website and pick out which one you like the most.
And you can actually just print everything off.
Yes.
And then just lay your foam over it.
You got it.
And just cut it how it shows.
They come as a PDF file format. You basically print it, you tape it together, line up the lines together, tape it, cut it out, lay it over your foam. You're good to go.
That's it.
Okay. So you guys know here, make sure you read this. Here's your wing outline. You got your vertical stabilizer, and then this is saying 1/2 of your horizontal. So basically, here's your horizontal, and there's your rudder right there. And this is a little bit smaller scale, but you can get an idea of what you got there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, well, that's it. And it's a cool little plane. I had fun flying it and landing it, if I wasn't sabotaged anyway. So we want to thank you guys for watching. We want to thank Hobby King for sponsoring this episode.
Absolutely.
And let's put this back together and see if we can fly it some
I think you can do it. You know, I'll get the servos for it, and that way you won't crash.
Okay.
Or at least complain
Great.
about crashing.
Thanks. That's a lot nicer of you.
Okay, thanks.
See ya.